Move and be moved by these savings right now at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-50, Mazda CX-70, or Mazda CX-90 and get low 1.9% financing. Discover the Mazda experience and save right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Yeah.
Yes. Sashay, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and walk. Yes.
Morning.
Good morning. It's Wednesday.
Strutting on in.
With your beautiful self and your cup. Come on.
Mr. Casual.
Mr. Cash.
My best friend's
celebrating
calling
LSU baseball.
Oh,
gonna be
don't
fun.
we all looking ahead
So
to
you going out there
tonight?
tonight or what?
8 o'clock's not going to be bad as far as
I mean, pushing it back an hour might have helped. It
Well, you
might
won't
knock
have
it
that
down a few degrees.
beating sun on you.
Yeah. Well, look, are you kidding me? LSU fans as opposed, I mean, look, what was it? It was like 95, 96,
Oh, it's up in
99.
Omaha.
Yeah.
It was 99 up in Omaha.
And,
So
and
yeah.
what they said was, you know what? And you heard the likes of like Derek Curiel post and all that talking about, wasn't that bad. It was worse in the supers with West Virginia, and you saw the impact of
Boy.
West Virginia.
Right.
He's like, it was worse there, and it's got to be the humidity, obviously.
Yeah, but as we mentioned earlier, it's other parts of the country that are dealing with it,
crazy.
and not just in college baseball. They had a major league game where there were two players in the same game. I forget where the game was played. One of them was vomiting on the field. The other one had to be carted off. And those are professional
Pro
baseball
athletes.
players. That
Yeah.
they're in top shape, top form.
Yeah.
That's why we tell everybody to take the precautions. It really can affect anybody.
Yeah.
Bring them in the tent and pop them with an IV.
Well, that's the thing, right? Even us, right? Day to day, we talk about, I was outside for an extended period of time.
Sure.
You just don't think to hydrate, right? You're at
Yeah.
work, you're busy picking up kids, you're running
Always.
around, you're working.
Yeah.
You're not thinking, let me chug a bottle of water before I
Right.
move to the next activity. By the time you're outside doing yard work or lawn care, you're exhausted
Yeah.
and you don't feel that.
I think it was Matt that told me years ago, you can't hydrate after you begin. You need to hydrate the
preloading.
day
Like
of or the
sleep.
day before.
It's
Right.
preloading.
Yeah,
If-
preloading.
If you know you've got something going on,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's a big event, the preload is truly what's going to get you to where you need to be. You can't walk out to a stadium at 95-degree heat, 90% humidity. You can't walk out to that stadium and be like, okay, now
Yeah,
I'm going to get
absolutely.
ready.
It's
It's
too
not going to
little, too late.
work.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll help a
Especially
little
after
bit.
you've tailgated for 2 hours.
With
Yeah,
not water.
tailgating with
With
not
not
water.
There's
water.
that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Not only with water, and that's great advice, Matt, but we also say the same thing about sunblock. I'll see a lot of people, they get out there, they're already out there sweating, and now they're putting the sunblock on.
Burnt.
That might be too little too late.
Right.
You want to do it at least, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes before you even go outside.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all doing it wrong.
I know. So take it from us, learn from us. Don't become sun chips before the fact. Put
Sun
on.
chips.
That's what I like to call it.
Those are
In the
delicious.
stadiums, they are delicious, aren't they?
Partial
Yeah.
to the tomato basil
wanna do
myself
Yeah.
over here.
That's a
You
good
just
one.
don't want to look like the tomato basil,
No.
which I do. I'm like John Candy in that movie Summer Rental. It's a nice base. It's like I have to start off red like this tie, and it'll transition
So
into
you burn first.
I burn first.
Really?
It comes into a nice tan though eventually.
Okay.
You just got to peel a
Hey.
couple of layers off.
We
got
were
all
at the
the
Baton
cancer.
Rouge Clinic a few Fridays ago, and they
Oh,
said, don't
yeah.
burn.
Don't
Try
do
not to
that.
burn.
Yeah.
Don't
They
burn.
were giving out samples of sunscreen to remind
Yes.
you to apply often.
So, okay, this goes, apply often, and speaking of yard, cutting grass, and that kind of thing, there is a shot of me on Google Maps Street View.
Yes.
I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed back.
We got to see it.
It is. I got one of them big hats on.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I'm out there
Yes.
mowing, and sure enough, I'm out there mowing, and here
Yes.
comes the Google Street View map, whatever, and snaps me in my skinny white pasty legs in the shorts, which I probably shouldn't be wearing shorts. I should get some sleeves on. But this big old hat.
I
I'm
love
just-
it. He looks like he's in like
Must
a
have
rice
been
farm.
quite
or-
a while
yeah.
ago because somebody doesn't have a lawnmower right now.
Man,
Oh,
why you hurting me?
true.
Why are you hurting me right now?
Yeah.
A $20
Punching him where it
part
hurts.
has been on order for like 4 months now.
Yeah.
I got it in ahead of the game, I thought, before any kind of
This is what,
tariffs.
April?
Tariffs, like, right. And so I was over there just the other day, and I will not talk about the name of the place.
Yes.
But the mower is a Honda, and apparently they're on back order a little bit with some of this stuff. But now I was talking with the guys, and they're like, yeah, it was on back order, and now there's some politics involved. I'm like, it's a $20 part, man.
It's a carburetor. What you need?
It's a
Tell them the name.
Magneto.
A Magneto.
Yeah. And so all this, like half the time, I'm like, yeah, I need like a Megatron. No, that's a Transformer.
Magneto.
The Magneto
This
is
is
an
a
X-Men.
different movie.
Different movie altogether.
Different franchise.
Yeah, I know.
Magneto.
So
It's a
if you're
thing.
watching out there and you have an extra Magneto, Matt Williams sure could use it. He wants his lawnmower back.
I really
Just
do.
run over and
Yes.
mow his lawn for him when he's at work.
You would do that for him? Haul your mower
I
on
didn't say I would. I said someone needs to go mow his lawn.
someone. Voluntold
The
someone.
city comes together. It'll come together for Matt's high grass.
True.
Haven't been mowed in 3 months.
What are you doing? Are you weed eating? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I got a guy who actually just kind
got
of
a
rides
guy.
over. It takes him 10 minutes
Yeah.
or 8 minutes, 10 minutes with a load and unload of the vehicle because he got a zero turn. But then I'll go out there and I edge and I blow
Yeah.
everything off and weed, that
Beautify
kind of
the
thing. I
rest
do
of
the
it.
back. I don't really have a backyard, so I just kind of weedy with that.
Yeah.
So you handle it, but it sucks.
But you want your
I want my
own mower because you
Yes.
have it. You're
Yes.
just waiting on a part.
A stupid Magneto.
So do we even know if it's been ordered? Because it's on back orders.
I think I'm just getting catfished in the weirdest of ways here. I
It
don't
is
know.
National Catfish Day.
That's what I was saying.
But the actual
Different
fish,
kind of catfish.
not the, yeah.
Different kind
Oh,
of catfish.
man.
Better, a tastier catfish. You know what? I'm surprised that you sometimes do the yard work in shorts. You want to know why
Yeah.
I don't? Because when you weed eat, this is
Yeah,
just me.
it's-
The blades of grass will
Oh,
like
it'll cut you.
sting
It's
you.
too hot to
No,
wear
wait,
long
you must be
pants.
weed eating wrong because I weed eat every week and it slings it away from my legs.
Mine
But I do
slings
in
it in
shorts and
every
flip-flops.
direction.
Equal opportunity.
All over.
I done
I
ate.
get it. I take it to the face. I
You do look like a Rougarou when you finish
I
yours.
have,
Yeah.
I have sunglasses on, and it finds its way into
Oh,
the
no.
opening. It
Yeah.
finds its way there.
You need goggles.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
permanently
this
seals.
is. I mean, you want to
Yeah.
see? Good thing Google doesn't take a picture of me. They're going to see somebody red and sunburned, covered in grass, looking like Swamp Thing.
I can't
that
wait to
thing
see
is
that.
out there again.
Right, exactly. Okay, so
Johnny's going to come over to my place, show me how to
Do
mow
that.
the lawn the right way. Thank you, Johnny.
speaking of mowing in the heat, that's all we're going to be doing if you're doing that today.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of us under a heat advisory, so we got to take that very seriously. And again, we're going to have one of the hottest days. Here we are. We're going to have one of the hottest days of the week today. That's because it's one of the lowest rain chances. Let's get a look outside, shall we? It is a blazing sun out there, already a little bit of haze, and it is going to really get up there very quickly. Our temperatures right now, 76 degrees. Feels a lot warmer though when you factor in a touch of humidity out there. Hi, Matt. Matt's taking the place of Jared. Today, Jared Silverman's role will be taken by Matt. You know what you should start? You know what you should start doing? Like as I'm talking, just start like mouthing it like. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you playing along. Yeah, it is going to be very hot out there. Matter of fact, yesterday got up to 93. We look to be even hotter than that for today, and not record territory. There's the heat advisory for today. Now, it does exclude the Baton Rouge area, but still the eastern parishes, the eastern half of the area, and all across the board, I would say easily it could feel like 100 to 105. Boy, we're doing all kinds of funky stuff over here. I'll just keep talking, though. All right, it looks like around 103 is the way it's going to feel in the Baton Rouge area. You do see us taking a little bit of a dip as we get to the weekend. That's only because over the weekend we expect the rain chances to come up a little bit. I know you know this already, but we like to remind folks, and this graphic, I think it's perfect today because look at this. This assumes an air temperature of 95 degrees, which is exactly what we're forecasting. So on a day just like today, asphalt could hit 140, concrete could hit 125, even grass 105. So a good rule of thumb, we always say it, if it's too hot for your bare feet, it's too hot for your paws feet as well. Meantime, the rain shield is moving away, deflecting out to the west, so the chance of rain today is not very good. Upstream, in this case down to the southeast, we really don't see that much heading our way. And here's the deal. We'll have weak high pressure on top of us. We take a little bit of a break from that surge of deep tropical moisture, but it's short-lived. We're going to bring back those deep purples and blues as we get to Sunday going into next week, and that should be enough to raise up those rain chances and hopefully knock down the forecast highs. As for today's rain chances, as I mentioned, they're really few and far between. We're going about 20%. Both the graph and the HRRR barely have Baton Rouge getting any kind of water whatsoever. Meantime, there is that big wave that's out in the eastern Pacific. That's got a high chance of development, and we're waving goodbye to the first-name storm Andrea just as quickly as it formed. It is now a post-tropical system. Your forecast for today, 0% chance in the morning, 20% in the afternoon, and again, highs will be in the mid-90s. But since they pushed back the LSU celebration an hour, the start time from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., that might help the temperatures just a little bit, so it helps us. It's a little bit of a help. Then the rain chances go back up again, more of a typical summertime weather pattern all the way to the end of the 10-day, and what's that? Maps us already to the 4th of July. Moving right along through summer, 7-11, about to be 7-12. How's it going, Johnny?
Starting to see a little bit of backup at the S lane off ramp. Folks getting off to go to the medical center right there. That will affect I-12 just a little bit from the 1012 to downtown. Still rocking along pretty nicely. And And the updates from the Bonnet Carré Spillway. Look, the map vehicle just finished picking up the cones, and you saw them drive away in live real time. Lanes are now open. If you're heading toward New Orleans on I-10 eastbound, that backup on the Bonnet Carré should be rapidly thinning out. Give it about a half an hour. But if you're in Baton Rouge, by the time you get there, you should be okay. 712 WAFB 9 News Now. We do it every morning right at this time, then again at 3:30 in the afternoon, 9 p.m. at night. Some headlines for you coming up with Matt and Liz right after a very short break right here on WAFB's 9 News Now. Stay with us.
Hey, real quick, before you get going, we just heard from BRPD Chief TJ Morris yesterday, talking about crime being down overall in the city. You got a chance to hear from him again today.
He's actually going to be the guest speaker today in front of the Baton Rouge Rotarians. If you'd like to listen in on that conversation, it begins at noon at Drusilla Place Catering. Keep in mind, we're still short about 150 officers for the Baton Rouge Police Department, but he says he's focusing on the community's concerns.
Community going to be out of the box for
Yeah,
a
they
little bit of
will.
this. Maybe they're getting some Canes first, because you got some LSU national champions, some baseball Tigers at the original Canes, the OG Canes, from 10 to 11 this morning. You can get out there and say hello. They'll serve you some chicken, and then make your way to the box tonight.
Oh, tonight at 7 o'clock, the gates will open at Alec Box Stadium. Our live coverage begins at 8 p.m. sharp. We are celebrating our champs tonight, our 9 sports team who have killed our coverage all season
championship
long.
coverage.
They're going to be there to take you along for the ride as we celebrate this historic season.
Increased blood pressure medicine sales all season.
They were fine.
Right now is Tundra time at Team Toyota, where you can get 0% financing on a new 25 Tundra or get $3,000 customer cash plus $1,000 trade-in allowance. Find these savings and so much more right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.